settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Williams looking for a man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Crosby. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gets it all the way. The 39-yard line, it'll be a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Williams to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important. The ball, and they have it at the 46. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Lets it fly. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Fires to the big fella.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on fourth down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the fourth to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them the football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing.
The run inside. It's Crosby. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, going to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the...
There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Keeps it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
The backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
It's complete to the left. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and challenge with the counter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Abraham. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The Tide with the first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Williams. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Got the quick pass. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hold. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Missouri Tigers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he'll be brought down. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the a line to gain here on third down. Williams setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third down from the gun, Williams. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Running inside, it's Crosby. Maybe some room here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down.
Breaks into the open. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On the option. Now the toss. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. They booted away on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Williams. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Just ran over it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations, and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The give from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Play action with Williams. Caught in the backfield, it's York. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Williams. Gets away. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Crosby. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose it, even though it's a completion. They lost yardage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Quick handoff. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. Moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Off play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Still running at the 40. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Crosby. And he'll be brought down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Right back to him. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, we're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. From the gun. Into the end zone. And he's thrown another interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams. Right on the money. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Moving past the 25. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they can't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab down the left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got his man. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The option, he'll keep it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did.